The Night Show with A.D.
In the place to be.
98.5 KLUC.
It's Club 985 inside 98.5 KLUC. It's EDC weekend. We're at Ditch Fridays, Palms Pool and Day Club with Young John Q and the homie OT Genasis. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
So I was reading about you, and I didn't know this beforehand, but you used to be signed to G Unit Records, correct?
Yeah, man, 2011.
How did that come about?
Oh man, I'm like this dude that I used to always work my songs in the club and just and I always built relationships, whatever.
Right.
So, excuse me, it was this guy that found me in the club and he like, yo, what up? He said, I'm like, yo, what up? And he gave the song that I was doing in the club. I guess he liked it, so he gave it to my manager at this time, being on the Valle, which he found Cash Money.
Okay.
So he gave it to him, and then he gave it to Fifth, and probably I did like a whack little music video in the studio.
Right.
And then 50 saw that video and he was like, oh man, I love the video, I like the song, I love the video, and everything like that. And he flew me out, you know what I mean, everything like that. We linked up, chopped it up, and made it happen. So 2011,
That's wild. And then from there, I know you're with the Conglomerate, with Busta, right?
Yeah,
How'd that connection link up?
the same way, man, actually.
Very organic?
But he found me in the club.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Just grinding, man. You know, I was performing, I had a song called Touchdown at that point.
Okay.
And it was like I had the whole crowd going crazy.
Wow.
And so he was there, he was like, yo, who you signed to? You know what I mean? I'm like,
Busta Boys?
I'm like, nah, I ain't signing nobody. He like, yo, let's chop it up. So we went to the studio and, chopped it up as business partners and you know what I mean, friends, and got it done.
Very organic. I like that.
Yeah.
And so via social media, websites, internet blogs, I used to seeing you with Busta. I always thought before I really knew who you were, I always thought you were from Miami.
Right. Everybody thought that.
I'm like, okay, he's from Miami. Then I started watching interviews and getting more hip to you. I'm like, oh, he's from Long Beach.
Right.
I wasn't hip to that. So being from Long Beach, how do you become a Denver Broncos fan, man? Because you went to the Super Bowl, correct?
You know what? Yeah, I went to the Super Bowl.
Paid that ticket price.
That,
woo,
30K man, to get there. It was lovely, but I used to watch them when I was probably around 8 years old.
Okay.
But that was what that was 97.
Wow.
That's when I first saw them win the Super Bowl. So when I was watching TV and that was the first team that I watched, that's the first team I fell in love with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then they won another championship in '98, and so it was
That's
just
like an Elway days,
yeah.
right?
So me just watching this, watching the sport and loving the game was like, okay, that's how I fell in love with it. Back then with Elway and Ed McCaffrey and Al Water and Ross Smith and everybody. Yeah, so it was dope.
Had the squad.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stop reminiscing after this question. But you used to work at a shoe store, correct?
Yeah.
Very briefly?
Yeah. I was just 16.
Wow. And so you working at a shoe store. I mean, you're obviously into fashion. Do you have a favorite sneaker of all time? Or a top three? Do you have something that you could?
You know what? I gotta go classic, your classic wheat Timberlands.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
I like the Jordan 12.
Okay. Can't go
I
wrong
like
with
the Jordan 12. Yeah, I like the Jordan 12. Man.
You got a favorite colorway? You like the Flugan? You like the fresh blue?
I like all of those,
Okay.
man. I just like how they look on your feet. You know what I mean? They ain't bulky or nothing. It's
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, especially I like the OVOs too. Those OVOs.
Okay. Oh yeah. Exclusive. I see you dropping the gym right there.
Yeah. So then that and the classic Air Force One. I just keep it classic. I don't really have a favorite, but those are the ones that you can't fall off with.
Right. You gotta have in the collection.
Yeah.
Grab them.
Yeah.
There you go. Now being on the road, traveling, doing shows, you're obviously a very busy individual, but you stay fit. How do you make that happen? What's your diet regimen, your workout regimen? How do you stay in shape?
Nothing, man. Just take shots and do push-ups.
Okay, there you go. I like that. I'm about to write take shots, do push-ups, bullet point just like that.
Yeah.
There you go. So you obviously had touchdown. I love the Coco.
Yeah.
Cut it. And my favorite one of them all. I mean, you come out with hits. But my favorite one, I'm not gonna lie, is the push it.
Yeah,
go get the money. Go get the money.
Yeah.
That's my joint right there.
Thanks.
So I know you mentioned work on the album. When is a certain time frame we can expect that?
Man, I'm trying to do September. Everything is just making sure everything is right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I think I have it done already.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just making sure everything is right. You know what I mean? And how I how I, how I surfaced it.
There you go. And you always gonna keep the part in the hair. Is that the signature OT?
You know what? Yeah, man. I think I am.
I like that.
I was like, I used to just have an all even cut.
Okay.
I never even had a fade either, so I just used to have an all even. So one day I told my barber, like, I want to do something different, man. I want to do something different. So I'm like, put the part in my head. I want that swoosh. Originally, where I got it from, thinking back, like even my jewelry, I think that I was one of the first rappers too that was wearing gold rope.
Okay.
Cause I just wanted, it was like so OG.
Right, you bringing it back.
Yeah. But that part, I originally got it from Nas, but I made it go further.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I originally made it go further, so a lot of people don't know that. So I made it go, you know what I mean? I just made it go all the way around. This is to put a little, thing to it.
You gotta put your own flavor.
Right, and so I threw the fade on there. So when I got the first time I did get the cut, I was shooting a video. The video that I was shooting wasn't coming out how I wanted it.
Right.
And so the next day, I shot Coco.
Wow.
And I just happened to, when everybody see that, it just happened to be a step after that.
Right. Wow. Well, it's definitely branded with you now.
I picked
up
and the white t-shirt.
Yeah, and the white t-shirt. You always got both of those, man.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you out here in Vegas, man. Today, this Friday's at Palms Pool and Day Club. What's one thing you would leave Vegas with? Or what's your advice? Or what? Give them OT, man. What does OT love about Vegas?
Man, I really love this place, man. You don't even understand. It's like everything. How can you not like it's the weather, the girls, the people. Everybody got good energy, man. It's about partying. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I love everything about Vegas. I can't even give you a direct answer.
Just like that. We appreciate it. OT Genasis, man. Much love, much success. Keep going.
Oh man,
go get the money.
Go get the money. Go get the money.
Hey.
The Night Show with A.D.
The place to be.
98.5 KLUC.